guys, welcome to your week 1 training program for the Croghan Hill Challenge with Crumlin Children's Hospital. I've written out a few points here on the board, and it's just so you can reference back to it after this video so you know what you're doing, basically. I do want to point out that this is a beginning training program. This is something to take someone who might have a fairly sedentary lifestyle, i.e. you have a desk job or you might not get a whole lot of exercise, into a position where they're fit and well enough to participate in the Croghan Hill Challenge and enjoy it, not just really struggle through it, okay? So I'm going to walk you through what I have up here. Ideally, this is going to be a program that you participate with, with 3 days a week. So initially, we're going to have you running for 30 minutes, or moving, I should say, for 30 minutes. If you haven't done a lot of running, don't go straight out and try to run the 5K, because tomorrow you'll wake up pretty sore, you'll wake up tight muscles, there's a potential for injury there as well. But what I want you to do for the first day is be moving for, or first week, I apologize, is move for about 30 minutes. What I want you to do is work to rest at a ratio of 1 to 3. So there's 2 ways you can do that, either through distance or time. If you're going to use distance, what that means is if you're running down the street, pick light poles or pick intersections that are about the same distance apart, and I want you to run for 1 length of that and then rest or walk for 3, okay? If you're doing it for time, have a stopwatch and then just time yourself. If you need to start with something as little as 30 seconds and then walk for that 1.5 minutes, that's completely alright. If you are a little bit more fit and you're able to push that more, bump that up to 1 minute and then rest or walk for 3 minutes. Plenty of different options there. Go ahead and mix that up depending on how you feel like you can approach it, just entering into the first phase of this training. Then, after you kind of rest a little bit, I want you to move into a little bit of some body weight strength training. We're looking to complete 25 lunges on either leg, 25 push-ups, and then a 1-minute plank hold. And I want you to repeat that 3 times over. And again, keep in mind this is your entry or your initial training program. And so if you have to scale that back, please do. It's not something that has to be stuck to super rigidly. If you are able for it, though, no sandbag. Now I do want you to push yourself. I've written up here any way necessary for those push-ups and that plank hold. The reason I do that is a lot of times if you're not able to, say, do 25 push-ups in a row, or you're not even able for 3 sets to accumulate those 25 push-ups, I just want you to work until you do finish them. If that means you get a couple big sets done and then you have to, that break down, and every time you go to do your push-ups you get, 2, and then you have to go to singles, or, any kind of combination of that is fine. Again, your plank hold then any way necessary. I do realize some people haven't been training or wouldn't have a great 6-pack to kind of hang on to that plank. This is more about creating some stability, and again, any way necessary, just 1 minute. If you need to break that up into 2 or 3 pieces initially, that's completely alright. I do want you to stick in there and time yourself though for 1 minute. And if this is, say, it wouldn't be challenging you or pushing you because you have been doing some training or are relatively fit, then I do want you to increase those and challenge yourself. Don't just stick to this just because you feel like I'm the one telling you what to do. And then we're going to repeat that 3 times over. So this should be done in fairly quick succession. It shouldn't take you long. Minimal rest in between. Once you get through those, go ahead and take a quick breather and then get tucked back into it for the 2nd and 3rd times. Okay? If you do have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can find me on Facebook at Chameleon Fitness, spelled KAMELEONFITNESS. You can also email me at chameleonfitness@gmail.com. Please feel free to get in contact and